I'm Taya Williams. Thank you for joining me here on Taya's Sweet Aroma. Today I am going to be making up for you a batch of my spinach and artichoke stuffed mushrooms. One thing I really like about mushrooms is that they are very hearty and they are a good substitute for meat. My family and I, we started years ago having a meatless Monday, and someone had the bright idea along the way for us to start having a meatless week once a month. It was not my idea because I like to eat meat, but it's been really fun playing with different ingredients and trying to come up with different recipes to make my family during these weeks. This recipe in particular, I really enjoy because it goes well alongside some pasta dishes as well as some really good hearty steak dishes, and it's a good appetizer to make, very easy to put together. So let's go ahead and go over the ingredients. The ingredients you're gonna need for this recipe is some baby Bella mushrooms. You can also substitute just good white button mushrooms if you'd like. I also have some fresh spinach, some canned artichoke. They were quartered and I went ahead and diced them down a little bit smaller. Some freshly grated Parmesan, some mayo, some sour cream, diced onions, Italian seasoned breadcrumbs, extra virgin olive oil, some minced garlic, lemon zest, some granulated garlic, salt, and pepper. To my pan that's been preheating over a medium-high heat, I'm now adding in my olive oil, along with my onions. Now that my onions have gotten nice and caramelized, I'm going to go ahead and add in my garlic. Get this stirred in and allow it to cook for about 30 seconds before I add in some more ingredients. To my onions and garlic, I'm now adding in my artichoke, and my spinach. It may look like a lot of spinach right now, but it is going to cook down to practically nothing, which you'll see here in a second. I'm now going to add in my seasonings, as well as my lemon zest. Get these mixed in nicely. Everything has cooked down nicely. I'm trying to get out a lot of the moisture. If I don't take the time to get the moisture out, then the mushrooms will become soggy. So I'm just cooking it down and scraping the pan, making sure I get all that good flavor up. And these look to be about ready, so I'm gonna go ahead and put them into a bowl and set them aside while I get the mushrooms ready. What I'm doing now is I am wiping my mushroom off with a damp paper towel to get off some of the dirt that may still be remaining on the mushrooms. You do not want to rinse your mushrooms. If you rinse your mushrooms underwater, they can end up absorbing some of that water, and that will end up giving them a really rubbery texture. So what I like to do is I just take a damp paper towel, dust them off really well. And to get them ready for the filling, I remove the stem and I go in to create kind of like a nice little bowl, being very careful not to pierce the bottom of the mushroom. Just go really gently. And as you can see, that's what I've done with these other ones that I've started with. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of them, and I will show you the next step when I'm done. Now that my mushrooms have been hollowed out and my spinach and artichoke mixture has cooled down, I'm gonna go ahead and make the filling. You're gonna wanna add in your cheese, the sour cream, the mayo, and the breadcrumbs. I'm gonna get this mixed together. Now that my filling has come together, what I'm doing is I'm taking some of the filling, I'm pressing it into the bottom of the mushrooms. Then I get a little extra and make kind of a mound over the top. If your mushrooms start to crack, don't worry, you can kind of keep it together using the inside of your spoon as you form the top. I'm gonna go ahead and continue to fill in the rest of these mushrooms, and I'll show you the next step. Now that I have all my mushrooms nice and stuffed, I'm going over them with a little extra breadcrumbs. This will give them a nice little coating. The breadcrumbs that are in the filling is what's gonna help the filling to sort of stay together, kind of like it acts kind of like a binder. Okay, now I'm just gonna take some olive oil, drizzle a little extra olive oil over the top. I'm now gonna go ahead and pop these into my oven that has been preheating at 375 degrees. I'm gonna bake them for about 20 to 25 minutes or until they're nice and golden on top, and I'll show you the next step. My mushrooms have now come out of the oven. As you can see, they got nice and golden on the top, a nice little crisp on the top from the breadcrumbs and olive oil. I'm gonna continue to move these over from the pan and get them onto this serving tray. I'm gonna go ahead and plate myself up one. They've kind of cooled nicely. What I like to do is I save some of the lemon that I had zested from earlier, and I like to squeeze a little lemon juice on top. I think it goes really well with the mushrooms. The mushrooms have a really nice earthy taste, which is why I like to use the baby bellas. I think the white buttons aren't as earthy. You also have a nice little tangy bite from the lemon zest as well as the artichoke. Nice and cheesy, good crunch on top. You got to give this recipe a try. Be sure to check out the written recipe over on my blog at myinspiredaccounts.com. And I hope to see you again next time. Bye.